Good morning, John O'Flaherty, the B3 burner here on an early rainy Monday morning about midnight in the garage. And what I have to talk about today is one of the more interesting features on Cadillacs and possibly some other cars, but I think it's most noted on Cadillacs, is these indicator lamps that sit on top of the fenders of the car. They almost look like, what do you call them? Pitot tubes on an airplane, or those new radio antennas that you see on top of SUVs today. I don't know what these are called. I'm sure they have a name. I'll simply call them tally lights because they're indicators that something is on. Like on a broadcast television camera, the red tally light tells the talent or whoever's in front of the camera that that's the camera that's live. This is kind of the same thing, only this is designed to tell you that your headlights, your turn signals, and what did I say? Oh, your turn signals, your hazards, your low beam headlights, and your high beam headlights are on. Now to look at it, it doesn't look like anything all that special now, does it? What you're seeing, and I want to make sure I don't put my thumb in front of the lens if I can help it, is you're seeing what looks like three circles, or ovals, that look really worn and weather beaten to death for 48 some odd years, because that's how old the car is. And this surface is made out of rubber. That is black. How close can I get before the autofocus won't let me go any further? That's black rubber, and the ridges, the vertical ridges, well, that's part of the indicator lamp. Actually, the indicator lamp is up top. The thing that's a smaller circle is the part that's up top. And of course, it's chrome accented, and the rest of it is just the back of it, kind of designed to have a aerodynamic bullet-like shape. So this is the passenger side, and the way these work is that from outside to middle to inside is amber, turn signal and hazard combination, green in the middle, low beam, red on the inside, high beam. So outside, middle, inside. When we get to the driver's side, the side I'm going to work with, because it's closer and more convenient to my controlling it, it'll be the opposite. Because this will be the outside, so this will be amber, green, and red. So just remember that. And we're going to use the cell phone caddy as a tripod. Usually this is good to kick up on the kitchen table and watch your favorite YouTube videos while drinking your coffee. But today we're going to use it as a one-leg tripod. So I'm going to carry it with me and walk around the car. And you can see I don't have very much space between the rear bumper and the door, garage door, but we're going to maneuver our way around here, hoping to God I don't gain much more weight and augment my girth any further than I already have. And what we're going to do, this is the same thing, but obviously on the driver's side. And I'm going to set my little caddy up here, my caddy on my caddy. I didn't mean to do that. It was sort of a accidental verbal coincidence. And I'm gonna bring it as close as I can within reason. And then I'm going to attempt, oh come on, I'm going to attempt to autofocus it. Oh, why does this have to be so difficult now? Hold on. It worked better when I was experimenting with it before recording. All right. And I'm not liking this. But hey, that's what happens. It was supposed to be a little bit more, oh, the shadow of the phone. There we go. Okay. Come on, John. Get it together, huh? Ah, there we go. Okay. Got to kind of make the use of iPhone technology. Zoom first, lock focus second. Okay, so there you go. That's all three of the lights. Getting ready to go now. Before I turn them on, well actually, let's go ahead and turn them on. I'll start off with the parking lamps by themselves. And there's the first one, the amber on the outside. And it looks a little out of focus, so I'm gonna pull it back a little bit. Oh, come on. Yeah, good enough. Those are actually fiber optics. Those are not light bulbs. And if you think about it, what's its purpose? Its purpose is to tell you that a light bulb is working or not working. By breaking the electrical connection, it breaks the connection to the fiber optic. If this was a bulb and it burned out in here, then you wouldn't know whether this being out means the real bulb is out or the bulb in here is out. So this has to be something that carries light without actually being a bulb that can burn out. Now, fiber optic can never burn out. It just is an indicator of something else that lights up. So in that respect, it's perfect. And actually, Cadillac's been using this for quite a while. And I'm obsessed with trying to get the focus just right on this thing. And I probably shouldn't be. Okay, so now I'm going to turn on the four-way flashers. And you'll see it get brighter, and you'll see it blink. There it goes. Now the next thing I'm going to do is turn on the low beam headlights. Ignore the buzzer. Well, wait a minute. I kind of ruined the show by having the high beams already on. Well, the way this would work, had I planned it correctly, is that you would have first seen the parking lamps dim, the turn signals or hazards that are in the same circuit blinking bright, then the low beam headlights light up the middle tally light in green, and then you step on the high beam switch. Now you have amber, green, and red all going simultaneously as an indicator that all of them are working properly, right? Now, I want to show you something, and that is, let's back out to one time. Oh, come on. What does it look like when you're in the car looking at it? As I almost fall and break my neck here. You know what? Let me save myself some trouble and actually get in the car. If I were driving down the road at night, Can't stand that buzzing. If I were driving down the road at night, that's what the driver's side tally lights would look like. And the passenger ones are over there. Now it's a little hard to see without zooming in. And they're not designed to blind you or break your attention on the road, but you can easily see at night whether the lights are broken or not. And if they didn't light up, that would be a indicator to you time to go and replace the lamps. One of them's burned out. And as I said, the passenger side is just the same, but in opposite order of color from left to right, with the exception of green being in the middle on both. So there you go. There you have it. If you've ever seen these and wondered how they work, and never had a car where you can test something like this, there it is. And one last view from in front looking back, and it's just it's bullet shaped, and it just carves down so that it's aerodynamic. In fact, ironically, compared to the look of the entire car, this is the only thing that's aerodynamic really on the car. All right, so there you go. Not as short and sweet as it probably could have been, but there you are, tally lights on a 1973 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. I'm John O'Flaherty, B3 Burner, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.